You do when your body feels dead, when it just doesn't work in the way that it used to, when you touched yourself and you actually feel nothing. Hello, my name is Annette. I'm a sex educator, and I'm here to support women in learning and discovering more about how their sexuality can be once it gets past the automatic stage. So let's talk about what we can do when our bodies feel dead, when they stop working how they used to, because it can be a pretty scary place to be when we actually want to be sexual, when we want to feel pleasure and nothing actually happens. Doesn't matter how hard we rub ourselves or how hard our partners rub ourselves, and it doesn't matter what we do, but nothing just seems to work. Our vibrators may not even work like they used to. It can be a really confronting place because we get quite a sense of being woman and being okay and being up to the mark when we can be sexual. And when we can't be that, it can be quite challenging. So, what do we do when we're in this position? The important thing is to understand that what's happening is not actually wrong. What's happening is that you're moving from a time when your sexuality has been there for creating babies. It's been there for experiencing this newness, this kind of place of adventure. And what's happening instead is you're actually stepping into a place where your pleasure and your sexuality is about becoming more aware and better knowing of yourself. And that's why it doesn't happen automatically. It's how we need to actually learn who we are and what's really going on at a deeper level. Because to find the pleasure that we're longing for, it actually takes this journey of going within and finding out who we really are for this to happen. And if you're kind of rolling your eyes and saying, oh, God, this sounds like it's too hard, you don't have to get all the way there to feel pleasure. It's about creating a different mindset when you're approaching your body. It's really about letting go of agenda, letting go of striving for orgasm, of striving to push to create what we most want. And it's actually the opposite. It's actually starting to relax and open to what we most want because it lives, truly does live inside of us, as cliched as that may sound. And I really do understand this because I've been in this place where I wanted to make something happen, and no matter how hard I tried, nothing would. But now that I'm actually taking this different approach and I'm just connecting with myself and being open to what happens, and I'm also able to give myself the space because I have a daily or a regular self pleasure practice where I can take as long as I take and I can be however I want to be because there's no one else's needs that I'm trying to take care of. And this is one of the gifts of taking a little bit of time out just for your own pleasure, not trying to have an orgasm, but connecting with who you are and what your body is wanting to show you. And when you're with a partner, being courageous enough to say, I just want to be connecting with myself first. I'm not going away, but I'm actually connecting in with a deeper part of myself so that I can really come out and meet you. And the way to do this is just to really be mindful and present in your own body. Taking your attention away from the thoughts of panic and dissatisfaction in your head and trying to fix it, and taking your attention down into your body and noticing what you're feeling, which may be nothing, but that's not actually nothing. It's kind of like you're being present with your numbness. And numbness can happen over the years when we've pushed our bodies, when we've said yes, when we really are feeling no. There's so many different reasons, or we've had unresolved traumas or unresolved emotions that haven't had the chance to really complete their emotional cycle. And so all of this helps our bodies to numb out a bit. And when we're feeling this nothing, the next step is to actually bring some loving compassion to our bodies rather than the judgment that we usually bring. Because the more we're going to judge, the more we're going to get frustrated, the further away we're actually going to be from what we most want. So, as we're noticing our bodies and we're breathing, because breathing helps to open up our energy flows and our pleasure flows, but not doing it trying to make something happen, just breathing and out through your mouth helps you to connect more fully, more easily to your body. And just noticing what is going on down there. And if I keep being present with myself and not trying to make anything particular happen, what actually does happen? Maybe there might be some sadness there. Maybe there might be an intuitive knowing that, yeah, I get it. I get that this is what's going on. And I want to have respect for myself and my body here. Even if I'm just going to take a few moments, a few minutes now to do this, it's starting to unwind all of that numbing out or that shutting down of our bodies that happens through just the way that we tend to live these days, busy and disconnected from our bodies. And we start to bring our sexuality from this new place of connection with ourselves rather than from a mental place of trying to make something happen. So, this is what we do when we touch ourselves and nothing happens. We get more present, we breathe, and we honor what we find. And we love ourselves anyway. And we start to come into relationship with our body in this new place, knowing that there is a divine purpose to what's happening here. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that each day there can be more women signing up and finding this part of themselves that lies beyond just trying to make something happen.